So I play Christopher Boone, who's a 15-year-old who sits on the autism spectrum, except the original author of the book, Mark Hayden, never wanted him to be defined as autistic. Instead, I like the definition that Christopher gives, that he has slight behavioural issues, and I think we all do, actually. I got asked to come in and audition for Christopher, and I had seen the play in London on the West End. And when I got asked to come in and audition, I was extremely excited, obviously, because it's a phenomenal character. And I think I came in and I mean, I'm learning and growing as we go through the rehearsal process who Christopher is, but I think I fundamentally got Christopher in terms of he's someone who sees things in absolutes, and that's very difficult for a person who lives in a world that has no absolutes. And so I think it's that tension in Christopher that I think Paul liked, that I hopefully found and am finding still today. I think the conflict happens not necessarily because of Christopher, because Christopher is such a truthful human being that he can't and he won't accept grey. He's black and white. And yet, in the novel, they write about the fact that the one teacher says he likes maths because maths is absolute, and he does the Monty Hall problem to show that maths isn't absolute, that maths actually shows that there are very complex ideas, but Christopher believes that even in complex ideas that maybe we don't understand them right now, there is always a way to understand it. So the drive through the play, for me, is Christopher trying to find an understanding for the situations that he's put into. And largely these situations he's put into them. The action is thrust by things that happen to him. My favourite part of the play is the play within the play. And we have this one scene where Nicholas Ellenbogen walks on as the policeman. And he walks on and he says, "Are you all right, young man?" And I come up and I say, "You're too old." And he carries on, "Are you all right, young man?" And I say, "You're too old to play a policeman." And he just refuses to get off the stage. And so Christopher has to deal with the fact that this old man is going to play the policeman whether he likes it or not. Space is a space. Space is a space that he can learn something new, and it's defined largely by mathematical principles. And I think that's exciting for Christopher, somewhere where he can be himself and not be judged or told that he has learning difficulties, or that he's difficult to control, or that he's too noisy. It will be his space. I think Christopher, knowing that we're all made of stardust, would be something that's incredibly settling for Christopher. Christopher has a difficult time understanding people and understanding facial expression and tones, and so I think that's something that would make him feel like he was similar to everyone else. And ultimately that's what Christopher's trying to do, is he is trying to find understanding and kinship with people. I think Christopher's greatest lesson is that he's more powerful than he thinks he is. I think audiences can expect to experience just a thrill ride. The reason that I was so excited to be asked to audition for this role is just because the play moves at such a pace and it has such dynamism in it that it's here 1 second and then suddenly it's there the next second, and then you've got laughter, and then you've got crying, and then you've got just this immense amount of human experience in one play. And so I think, yeah, it's fun for kids, it's fun for parents, it's fun for grandparents. It's a great play, and I really enjoy playing it, and I really do hope, and I think the audience will enjoy it as much as we as the cast enjoy playing it for them. Hi, I'm Brummer, and I play Christopher Boone in the upcoming production of The Curious Incidents of the Dog of the Nighttime at the Theatre on the Bay from the 25th of September until the 3rd of November, and we really hope to see you there. stay curious.